You gotta do the yell like.
Extra cautious. What was that all about?
Hello everybody, I'm MonteCristo with ggChronicle, and with me is Pr0lly. We're standing in front of the amazing production here that Riot's put on. How you doing today, Pr0lly?
I'm doing great. It's a lot of energy in here and a lot of fun and a lot of strobe lights.
A lot of strobe lights. So what do you think about the production value? How do you feel about First Blood Assault?
Oh man, I'm super excited. The whole time I think Rush is attacking whenever First Blood gets given out, so at least I won't fall asleep during these games.
For those of you guys who weren't here, Riot has been using seizure lighting for First Bloods and Aces whenever it goes up on the screen. It's pretty intense, but pretty psyching up the crowd as well. So we saw a couple games today. We saw TSM versus MME that just happened, and we also saw Curse versus TSM Evo. So as a pro player yourself, you're on the other side of the bracket on Team LgN, but what did you see today? Let's talk about the first game, the Evo versus Curse. How are you feeling about Curse's strength at this point, and did you notice anything in particular about those games?
A lot of this at this point, like TSM Evo, us, like MME Ferris, like we're the underdogs in the fact that everyone else has played esports for like a whole year over us, at least in League of Legends. So most of these games you see the other teams start off with a lead and they just can't capitalize on it because they're not used to, you know, all the situations that, you know, TSM goes through and Curse goes through. Like they just have so much experience in it. So even if they're behind, they're still able to pull out a win through it.
So Curse has been looking really sharp recently, and they've gotten some interesting team comps going on. Are you worried about anything that Curse is running if you meet them in the finals or the third place match?
No, nothing too worried. They do a good Ori Shyvana combo, which is just you know Ori Shyvana, Malphite Shyvana, anything to get a tank in the middle of the team and then Oriole with it. They've got a lot of synergy doing that, so that's another experience thing. It's like they've done it so many times, they're never gonna miss that ult. So
we have the crazy lights and music going along right now. You guys probably picking this up on the mic, but it's fun to be out here on the floor. So with Team LgN, what are your guys' goals coming in? You got to play CLG Prime first. You haven't played them in quite a long time right now, and they've been kind of practicing in the dark in Korea. So what are your big goals? Name 3 goals that you have versus CLG Prime that you think they might do and how you're going to counter them.
Okay, CLG Prime, first main goal is beat GG, because he was like one of my first, what's the word? Inspiration.
Nemesis?
No, the good one. He was like my muse for a while, because he was such a good AP mid, and he farmed well, he's like aggressive enough. So one is to at least outplay GG a couple times, maybe the whole time.
When you say muse, I just think about GG in a Sona costume.
I haven't seen that. I need to see that then.
So number 2, what's number 2?
Number 2 is be happy. Be happy. Be happy, win or lose for the first game, because if we lose the first game, our biggest fault will be us getting upset about it. So if we lose the first game, we still have a great chance of winning the second and third, as long as we stay happy, stay cool.
Good, and finally number 3, what's your number 3? So you got outlane GG, stay chill even if you lose game number 1. What's 3?
Number 3, just beat CLG. That's pretty good number 3, right? I didn't name that.
It's a pretty great number 3. And so you guys, you've been running a lot of control junglers. You've been playing. Let's talk about some of the champs you've been playing recently, and how do you think they fare in lane? Like, let's pick some of your champs and say what you like to play in lane against as those champs. So, have you been playing Zyra recently?
Yeah. Zyra's a lot of fun. She throws plants everywhere, and the plants do all the work for you.
So, who do you like to play Zyra against?
She's really good against like any melee. Like, you know, like Gragas comes to mind because Gragas has played all the time because he's the strongest AP mid champ right now. You know, she can actually hold well up against like Cassidon and stuff, and she's actually good against like short range AP mids as well, like Cassiopeia and Ryze. She can hold well against those. So Zyra's also just a safe pick in general because she can do well against long range, she can farm, and then like close range ones, if she gets her snare off, she's going to be able to follow up on it.
So you also been playing Gragas and TF. So how do you feel about those 2 champs as well, and what kind of advantages do you think they have in mid lane?
Well, with Gragas and TF, it's really hard to get behind with them since they have like innate farming abilities, like Gragas' Q, TF's Q, and TF's mana ability. They both have mana regen built in, and they both have wave clears. So it's like even if you go 0-2 in lane, you're still going to keep up and farm. And 1 kill's worth 300 gold. That's like 20 CS. So if you keep up in like regular farming, the kills aren't really going to amount to as much as you'd think.
All right, so let's wrap up this interview, but I'm going to say a few words, and I just want you to respond with the first thing that comes into your head, all right? You ready? You ready? Dyrus.
Kennen.
Lebanon.
Oh, man. Beautiful beaches.
Team LgN.
bestest evers.
EU regionals.
I love frogging.
Good man. All right, I'm here with LgN Pr0lly, and he's about to get picked up by Diego at Latibordis and carried off into the sunset to his victory for CLG Prime tomorrow. So I'm MonteCristo from ggChronicle. Check us out. We'll be doing interviews all weekend. We've got our own live blogs up at live.ggchronicle.com, and the interviews will be on youtube.com/ggchronicle. We'll be back with you shortly. Thanks, guys.